Hello friends, welcome to our channel Tours and Foods. Today we are going to share our 4th episode of Golden Triangle Tour. In this episode we will share our tour plan of Jaigarh Fort, Nahargarh Fort and Jal Mahal. In our previous 3 episodes, we have shared our complete Delhi and Agra tour guide. At the end of the 3rd episode, we have entered Jaipur city and have completed City Palace, Hawa Mahal and Pink City tour. If you have missed that video, then please check the suggested video on the top right corner of your screen. We will also share this link in our description box. In the 3 previous episodes, we have shared 4 days of our tour. Here we will share our 5th day tour plan. A local cab will charge around Rs 2500 for this whole day tour. Here we will first go to Jaigarh Fort. We started our journey from the heart of Jaipur city. We crossed the famous Pink City N Road. As soon as you cross the main city territory, the view of the surroundings will begin to change. Instead of the urban structures, you will see the beautiful Aravalli ranges. Aravalli is the oldest mountain range of India. Unlike Himalayan mountain range, you will not be able to see fresh greeneries here. Instead of that, you will be exposed to dry and rough mountains where you can see plenty of marbles, waterites, and a few small plants. But needless to say, it is a mountain range with some unnatural beauty. It may seem that the length of our journey to Jaigarh Fort bit long in the video, but we have done that intentionally so that you can experience this rustic beauty of Aravalli range with us. At the base of Jaigarh Fort, the road is divided in 2 directions. One leads to Nahargarh Fort and the other leads to Jaigarh Fort. We took the second one. Jaigarh Fort is situated on the cape locally called Chil Ka Tila, which means Hill of Eagles of the Aravalli range. The fort was built by Jai Singh II in 1726 to protect the Amer Fort, and hence this complex was named after him. It is also known as Victory Fort. The thick fort walls are made of red sandstone. If you are travelling Jaigarh Fort with your own reserved car, then you can park your car in front of the cannon Jaivan inside the fort complex. From there, you have to cover the tour of this fort on foot. Right now, Jaivan is the largest cannon on wheels. This cannon was manufactured in the fort grounds in 1720 to form a strong defense for the city of Jaipur. Currently, Indian Army is taking care of this cannon. Enjoy a walk around the fort wall and experience its past glory. Jaigarh Fort was conceptualized and designed by a talented architect called Vidyadhar Bhattacharya and is said to be the strongest of all 3 forts, Jaigarh, Nahargarh and Amer. It has never faced any major resistance. Best time to visit this fort is from October to March. From one side of the fort wall, you can have a clear view of beautiful Jal Mahal and the lake. Each pillars of the fort wall has a small opening. If you take a look through these small windows, then you can have a glimpse of rustic Aravalli range and beautiful lake at the far end. From the other side of the fort wall, you can see the entire fort complex. Jaigarh Fort and Amer Fort are connected by passages and considered as one complex. From Jaigarh Fort wall, you can see that passage. Also, at the far end, you will be able to get a clear view of the Amer Fort from top of this fort wall. Moving forward through the fort wall, you can see a majestic tower at the end of the wall. There are some ancient ruins in front of the tower. It is here at the base of the fort wall you can see a small temple. Being one of the major forts in Jaipur city, this fort experiences a large number of visitors every day. The entry fee to the fort is Rs 150 per person for foreigners and Rs 70 per person for Indian tourists. The fort is open from 9 am to 5 pm. From Jaigarh Fort, move towards Nahargarh Fort. Nahargarh Fort has a wall that connects it to Jaigarh Fort. Nahargarh Fort is another major fort of Jaipur city. This fort is situated on the edge of Aravalli Hills and is famous for amazing views of the surroundings. Currently, it is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Jaipur. Nahargarh Fort was built in the year 1734 by Maharaja Swai Jai Singh II, the founder of Jaipur, and it was a retreat palace for the royals. After entering through the main entrance, first take a walk around the nearby fort wall. From here, you can enjoy a stunning view of the Jaipur city at the base of the hill. Also, you can enjoy the beautiful view of Aravalli mountain range. A small land covered with sand can be seen at the base of this hill. Next, go to see the Wax Museum and a replica of Sheesh Mahal. To enter inside the Sheesh Mahal and Wax Museum, you have to get a separate entry ticket. The ticket price is Rs 150 per person. In front of the Wax Museum, you can see some puppets dressed up in traditional Rajasthani attire and can see the pictures of rural life of Rajasthan. From Sheesh Mahal, move towards the water tank where the royals used to store water for daily usage in ancient times. Behind the water tank, you can see a step well. The architecture of this step well is amazing. From there, go to visit Madhavendra Bhavan. The women's quarter or the Janana Derohi, known as Madhavendra Bhavan, is the most attractive part of Nahargarh Fort. It is the summer resort of the royal family. Currently, there is a fine dining restaurant named Once Upon a Time inside the king's bedroom. At the entrance of this palace, you can see two small cannons. After you enter through the main palace gate, you will see a complex with notable artwork on its pillars. Moving forward, you will enter into a rectangle courtyard. The palace consists of 9 absolutely identical two-story suites. which were the residence of the 9 wives of the Maharaja. Every apartment had the name of the queen written on the door. There are 4 quarters on 2 sides of this courtyard. On the third side is the quarter of the main queen, which is identical to the quarters of other queens, and the fourth side of the courtyard had the personal wing of Maharaja. Each quarter has 1 bedroom, 1 dining room and 1 dressing room on each floor. There are also separate rooms for the maids of the queens. Each building consists of a separate kitchen and toilets on each floor. Every room of this beautiful palace was decorated with stucco designs and frescoes. All the rooms were interconnected through corridors that had striking frescoes. The king's personal wing is also the same as his queen's, only it is a bit large in size. Each apartment has been placed in such a manner that if the king would visit one queen, the other would not know about it. The rooftop of this palace is most famous among all fort of Jaipur. From the rooftop, enjoy the stunning views of the surrounding city. From one side of this rooftop, you can have a glimpse of the fine dining restaurant once upon a time. While visiting Nahargarh Fort, keep ample time in your hand because it is an amazing architecture where you can enjoy 2 to 3 hours easily. The fort is open from 10 am to 5 pm all days. Entry fee here is Rs 20 per head for Indian tourists and Rs 70 per head for foreigners. From Nahargarh Fort, go to visit Jal Mahal. The Jal Mahal Palace is an architectural brilliance of Rajput style of architecture. The building has a picturesque view of the lake itself. The palace was built in red sandstone and is a 5-storied building of which 4 floors remain underwater when the lake is full and the top floor is exposed. Here we will finish our 4th day tour. And in the next episode, we will share our Amer Fort and Albert Hall tour plan. Please do let us know your views in the comment section below. Thank you.